Kia ora. A quick look at our top stories in the news today. Land Search and Rescue team members on Wanaka's Treble Cone say an elderly skier was overjoyed to see them coming to his aid this morning. 72-year-old Toby Kravitz fractured his legs in a fall yesterday afternoon and was reported missing when he failed to make the bus ride back to Wanaka. He's now recovering in Wanaka. The Prime Minister is pledging that he'll resign, as will the head of the GCSB, if there's any wholesale spying on people in the name of cyber security. His comments come as Parliament concludes the committee stage of the controversial GCSB Bill and ahead of passing it into law this week. Mr John Key says if that activity happened, it would break the proposed law as it's been written. The aviation alert code around White Island has been upgraded from green to red following a minor eruption this morning. The red code signals the civil aviation community that there has been a significant emission of ash into the atmosphere. The volcano vented steam for 10 minutes just after 10 a.m. and GNS Science says the volcanic alert has also been raised to level 2, indicating minor eruptive activity. White Island tour operators say it's a pretty regular event for the island and things should be back to normal in no time at all. However, tourists are urged to check civil defence and GeoNet updates before visiting the islands. The government is planning to get at-risk children signed up to Kiwisaver. This means every young person in SIF's care will get the government's $1,000 kickstart payment, and members of the public can also choose to contribute to the Children's Savings Fund through payroll giving. The government has released some details on the upcoming partial sale of Meridian Energy in November. Unlike Mighty River Power's float, there won't be a loyalty bonus share scheme, but retail investors can pay for shares in instalments. Nor will there be an estimated share price range. The government will instead announce a price cap. And there won't be a pre-registration period either, leaving investors to seek the offer documents. There are concerns about New Zealand's international reputation when it comes to dairy products, particularly following yesterday's news of another product recall. Food Safety Minister Nikki Kay says the Ministry for Primary Industries has since tightened its protocol.
Occasionally, you may get a notification in your food system and then MPI will look at that. In this particular instance, it was nitrate, and they are stepping up testing to make sure that we don't have a wider issue.
The Reserve Bank's changes to mortgage lending takes effect on the 1st of October. Bank Governor Graham Wheeler says the retail banks will be subject to restrictions on high loan to value ratio mortgages. That means most people will need a 20% deposit, as only 10% of mortgages issued can have smaller deposits than that. New Zealand is participating in the special conference on the irregular movement of persons today. The forum is being held in Indonesia and looks at the prevention and early detection of human trafficking within the wider Asia-Pacific region and the prosecution of people smugglers. To Egypt now, and the Supreme Guide of ousted President Mohamed Morsi's Muslim Brotherhood party has been apprehended in Cairo. Mohamed Badi was arrested in an apartment near the area where more than 200 pro-Morsi supporters were killed on Wednesday as police cleared their protest camp. And just before we go, reports that tennis star Maria Sharapova is planning to briefly change her surname for the upcoming US Open to help her promote her line of lollies. It's understood the former world #1 may become Maria Sugarpova for the 2-week tournament. Those are the headlines for Tuesday, the 20th of August. Ka kite anō.